Hey everybody, here's kind of a quick thing I wanted to showcase today. It's pretty neat, but let me kind of flip through what I have built here. So I have my e-ink pen, and what if you could ask your firewall a question with a pen? And this is exactly what this pipeline does that I'm going to go through. So really, it starts with a table, right? So I open my diary app or my handwriting app note, and I'm simply just going to go @40 for my firewall. Give me a table. Give me a list of all my Wi-Fi devices. So as this is being processed, what happens is the page gets captured and sent to ChatGPT, which does two things. Let me kind of show you this, the image here. Where am I? Here's my image. It does two things. It reads my handwriting and normalizes it. I'm gonna go back so you guys can see this live. And it normalizes it, right? It looks at the @tag part there. So the system knows exactly which backend I'm addressing with, right? So all the traffic flows through agent gateway. So every model call is kind of governed, observed in one place, and I'll show that later itself. Then what we have is this router box. So the cleanup request lands as a post. Oh, here's the answer, right? Lands as a post to that /ask on the agent itself on that router desk. Let's go to this image. So we have this router desk image right here itself. And that exposes that node port. So the router parses two things: the target, the @40 for FortiGate, and @F5 for F5 big IPs. And the output format that I asked for was a table. You can ask for stats, a JSON, a drawing, a plain text, whatever you want. And what's kind of the cool part, or the interesting part, is the router does not talk to the device itself. It speaks A to A, so agent to agent, using JSON RCP, so the message send. So, and it sends that into the kagent layer. So here we have kagent, and we have all our agents in here deployed. We can actually click on tracing, and here is that request that I did where I asked for my wireless clients. And I'm just using my phone here, but as you can see, here's that request that my agent sent to me itself. And here's the trace, and here's the output that we received in handwriting. So it's super neat. And then we have, here's the request that we made to ChatGPT inside of kagent itself. So let's go back to this diary. So we send this to the kagent layer, right? There's a FortiGate agent, like I showed you, right? And an F5 agent that each of their own, that has access to each of their own devices, and has access to each of their own MCP tools. So the FortiGate is over REST API. The big IP uses iControl. So the device specific messaging system stays encapsulated inside each agent that's deployed here. So if we go to, let's just go to our FortiGate agent. We can click on settings. We can see the configuration, and we can see all the tools that this agent has access to itself. List policies, get pools, get IP addresses, whatever we want, right? So what happens after that is the answer comes back as a markdown or a text, but instead of dumping raw text onto the page that we have here itself, Agent Gateway runs one more GPT pass, like a strict JSON schema, right? That produces a render spec and a structured instructions that say, hey, draw this as a table, as a stat, as a tiles, as JSON, or as text. And there's that final payout. The answer comes back drawn right underneath the handwriting, right? With a border, a table of everything on my network that we've seen. I don't know, it was just a cool demo. Really, so from end to end, we have a pen stroked that's been put in, that's governed through a multi-agent orchestrator in the middle, and then rendered the answers back on paper, well, e-ink paper, right? And I just wanted to kind of build this demo and build this example. You can check it out on goose.maniac.ai, how I built it. But I'm just trying to build the art of what is possible, because, you know, I want to have random capabilities of tons of different things my AI able to do. Even if I want to, you know, create policies to hide who Batman is, for example, actually, let me do this. Actually, let's clean this out. Who is Batman? So now that's going to make a call to Agent Gateway through OpenAI, where I actually have a policy in there that says you are not allowed to give out who Batman is, right? Batman is masked, a billionaire from Gotham City. Because if we look at our configuration in here, inside Agent Gateway, my Agent Gateway, we have a policy to block anything from, or we have a guardrail in place that says, hey, if you're going to ask who Batman is, we're going to block it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely, if you have any questions, throw some comments below.